Hello? The channel is finally hitting around 100 subscribers. As you may already know, the type of video I put out does not do well in the YouTube algorithm. It doesn't have good watch time, nor does it have a catchy thumbnail with a face on it. So if you really want to see more and want to help the channel to grow, please help share it to the world. Enjoy the video. Today I'd like to talk about relationships, the lovey-dovey one between you and the one you love. However, most of which is going to be based on my own beliefs. So before you enter this special intimate relationship, usually you want to fall in love first. And because love is such a huge factor in creating this bond, we are going to talk about what love is to me as well. Sadly, despite what you read off the dictionary, love is actually really hard to define because it could come in many forms and it could mean different things to different people. But in general, it's the next level of liking someone. Most of us knew about love at a very young age, and although we could not really explain it, we yearned for it. A lot of us fell for not love, but the idea of falling in love. We want to be in a relationship. We want someone we could rely on, someone that could satisfy our emotional and physical needs. As you grow older, you might look for someone that could give you security and some form of stability. Also, biologically, we are attracted to people with a full head of hair, good pheromones, smooth skin, because these are signs of a healthy body which could give you healthy babies. Everything mentioned so far are great reasons to be in a relationship, but wanting someone to be something for you is not what we would call love, because shouldn't love be unconditional? To me, love is about commitment. Since no one knows what the future holds, saying that you'll commit is like saying you'll try no matter what. And I feel like that kind of proves something. In many ways, being committed means having to go out of your way to do something that you aren't ready or otherwise wouldn't for the benefit of your partner. And I feel like the uncertainty is what scares most people about being committed. I know it's not really a definition for love, but I feel like it's a good measure and a way to differentiate between like and love. A funny thing is that there are studies done which shows how being committed or giving could also induce love, simply because when you do something for someone, it feels like you have invested yourself to that person. You will care more and are more likely to want to see that person succeed. In other words, the more you give, the more you could end up falling in love. Okay, now that you have a rough idea of how I would define love, let's talk about what I deem to be a healthy relationship. Spoiler alert, it is not all about love. I would say that love plays a part, but it is not what makes it work. Kinda like if you love food, it doesn't make you a good cook. It sure gives you initiative to be one, but you still need to put in the work and learn. For starters, we need to differentiate between loving someone and obsessing over someone. Your world should not revolve around another person, because if it does, it means that you're probably not paying enough attention to yourself, and at some point you might forget to be happy, or you might realize that you have given so much of your life to that person that you need that person to like you, else your existence feels meaningless. You might even end up demanding more because of how much you have given. Point number 2 is that your partner should be someone you want, not someone you need. In other words, you should not be relying too much or feel dependent on them. That feeling of needing someone to survive can manifest into something negative in the future. For example, the fear of not having a place to stay if you break up could give you pressure to be dishonest and become artificially nicer, which may turn into some form of resentment or hate, not just towards your partner but also yourself. If you must rely on each other, there should still be some kind of balance so that basically both of you need each other on equal footing. In this modern era, I feel like it is important that everyone should have a job. Money is just too important to leave it up to one person. It's kind of like putting all your eggs in one basket. So ideally, in my opinion, it should be two independent individuals that choose to be together and not because they have to. Possibly the most important factor to a healthy relationship, because it can cover a wide range of situations, is understanding your partner. It's not something you can do overnight, and you do need some amount of intelligence to make sense and relate to them. But if you truly understand the person you love, you will know what and why the person would do the things they do. By understanding their intentions, this could allow you to trust them more, forgive their mistakes, and you're not likely to get hurt by them easily, because a lot of the time we hurt each other unintentionally. Knowing your partner well enough also allows you to know what not to do because they don't like it. Or if you must, make it a point to discuss for a compromise. Make it feel like a trade instead of something that only benefits you. To really get to know your partner can be really hard, especially at the early phases of the relationship, where everything is blinded by our desires. And in a way, the true test of love is when things start to get comfortable. So, as a guy, these are some of my thoughts. Let me know what you think and if there's anything you'd like to add down in the comments. In summary, I guess love is like when you get a cat, not a dog, because you can still expect something from a dog, whereas a cat is just freaking useless. Wow, you made it to the end of the video. Like the video if you like it or dislike it if you do not, but make sure you explain why down in the comments so that this channel can further improve based on your feedback. Oh, and subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe. Thank you for watching and have a pleasant day. Bye bye.